Hey y'all, welcome back. Thank y'all for being here. Sprinkle Sprinkle. I appreciate you guys. If y'all are joining me from the earlier TikTok, thank you for being patient. Took a little break and now I'm back. So now we're going to be talking about promises are comforts to fools. Okay, promises comfort fools. And some of y'all have been foolish out there believing promises from men instead of actions. Okay. So if you are one of the poor souls who believed what a man told them and they never delivered, well, this video is for you. Okay. We don't believe words, we only believe actions. Promises are comforts to fools. And if you're not a fool, then promises do not equal action. Okay. Only action equals action, baby. So, what we're not doing, we're not treating men who promise things as if they have already delivered them. We're not treating them as if they've already done the things that they have promised. We're not being extra nice to them. We're not giving them the benefit of the doubt anymore. We are not caring about what they're talking about unless things have been done and that they have said that they're going to do. We treat them like a dusty or like they have not done anything to impress us until they have done those things. Not promised to do those things, but until those things have been done and completed. Okay, so many of y'all will sit on the phone and text a man all day, all week, all month, treating him like he's already paid your bills just because he's promised to pay your bills. And guess what? Your bills will never get paid by him because he's reaping the benefits before he pays the bills. You see? He's getting to talk to you. He's having access to you. He's getting texts from you all day. It looks like he has a hot looking chick texting him left and right to everybody else. And he hasn't spent a dime on you. He hasn't paid one of your bills. And you're sitting there letting a promise comfort you like a fool. Okay. So you do not give them access to you at all until they deliver upon what they have told you. You treat them accordingly. So they say, oh, I'm going to pay your bills. Huh? It's like, okay, well, I'll talk to you after. Well, I'll talk to you. Let me know when it's done. You see, you don't sit there and text them all day when they say, what you doing? Waiting on you to pay these bills. Waiting on a confirmation number. Waiting on a direct deposit to hit. What you doing? Click. Do not engage. If you're not talking about what he promised, you're not talking about anything. You understand? And you keep a roster. That way, the ones that come through, the ones whose words actually mean something, the ones that follow through, the ones that are action oriented, you keep them on the roster and you dismiss the talkers. Okay. So if you have a roster, it's easy to dismiss the talkers because they're going to be compared to the doers. Okay. Some of y'all are sitting there with Free Food Freddy thinking that's your future husband who can't even afford to pay one bill because you don't have him saved under Free Food Freddy. You have him saved under his name and he can't do anything for you. Okay. So what y'all need to do is start saving these guys under the actions that they take towards impressing you. You understand? That way you can dismiss them quickly and not have false hope, believe their fake promises, and put them in a category in which they do not belong. Okay. I need to save them under what they can do for you. The sad part is this is going to keep you from being emotionally attaching to Free Food Freddy. You're just going to see him as free food. You're not going to see him as anything else because he doesn't do anything else. Okay. You could find bill paying Bob. And he gets a little bit more attention because he's paying bills. You're not going to see him as romantic Randy because he's too busy working to pay your bills. Now, if you can find someone that does everything, well, maybe that's when you can start, having some sort of thinking going in the right direction. Okay? Because this is what y'all need to do because it's so sad that women are so dumb sometimes that they believe stuff that comes out of men's mouths and they don't even understand that they have to have actions, not words. Okay. So in order to not be dumb and stupid, you need to train yourself by saving these men under their names of what they are able to do for you. So you don't get confused. Okay. Some of y'all need that. Some of y'all need to understand exactly who you're talking to and dealing with, because your mind will start to create things that aren't there. Your mind will start to see them as a future husband when all they can do is 2 for 20. Okay? 2 for 20 coupon at the Applebee's. That's all they can do. But you think, oh, he's the one. Girl, he's free food with a coupon. Okay? Start putting them under what they can do for you. Life will change. Your roster will improve. You will not waste time with certain people that do not deserve your time or energy. Okay? You will have more free time to attract the type of men you actually are wanting, and not the kind that are sitting there wasting your time and lying. Okay? So definitely understand that. If y'all are continuing to waste time on Free Food Freddy, thinking their future husband, they can't even afford anything, y'all are going in the wrong direction and going backwards. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What? So why does this millionaire want to take me to a spa? Honestly, spa birthdays are for couples. Like, spa dates are for couples, not first dates. That's like a turnoff. To me, it's as if the man wants to go to the spa, but he doesn't want to go by himself because it looks awkward. Like, if I have a woman, it looks like, I can enjoy it without feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? So I feel like if he wants to give you spa, he should just give you a gift certificate, a gift card to the spa, and take you on a real date. You know what I'm saying? Because who wants to be sitting next to some man while you're getting a massage and all this kind of stuff? He's just doing that because he don't want to go by himself, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, a man will walk into a spa. It's a very feminine place. There's lots of women walking around. You know what I'm saying? He wants to go, but he doesn't want to look some type of way. So he gets you to take him, basically, but he'll pay for it. So I don't like that. I like just give you the gift card and y'all go on a real date. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But understand, look, if you're gonna go to the spa with him, fine. But that's why he's going with you, because he doesn't want to go by himself. You said you're a spiritual girly. Dating tips. I get too emotional. Okay. Learn to separate common sense from spirituality. Okay. You need to have a line. Okay. Because some of y'all spiritual people, y'all just make really dumb decisions based on your beliefs, because you're not using the common sense that you're supposed to use. You're not using the discernment, as y'all call it, plus common sense. Okay. You're too far this way. You're not thinking correctly. Okay. So in the real world, in the majority of the world, you need to make decisions that are balanced, that are good for you materially, because you live in a material world. Okay. First, you need the foundation. Okay. That's number one. Get that. Okay. You need materials. Then, once you have all that taken care of, you can get to know someone on a deeper level, because they have earned that side of you. They have earned to know the deeper aspect of you, because they can comfort and put you in, ease, put you at ease, put you in comfort, so that you are comfortable sharing that side of you. Okay. But they can't make it past, if they can't make it past the material, they do not get to the spiritual. Okay. You got to pass through this material plane to get to the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? They got to get this money first. Otherwise, they don't get introduced to that side of you. Okay. Save that for people that are able to afford it. Because y'all be telling everybody everything. Oh, no. A true alchemist and a true spiritualist have money. Get to the money first, baby. If they can manifest and they're truly spiritual, they'll have something manifested for you already. Okay? That's it. Don't be bothered with no dust. No dusty hoteps over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What to say when provider boyfriend says I'm too money focused and blah, 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 feels manipulated by me when I stay calm when he tries to get a reaction out of me. So you know what? I grew up playing chess, and I don't react before I think about my actions. And any of those reactions and actions are not going to lead to the outcome that I want. So that's why I don't emotionally react, because I'm very logical. If you want to get a rise out of me emotionally, send me 5 dozen roses with money wrapped around them, $100 bills wrapped around them. You're going to see a teardrop. You're going to see disbelief, and you're going to see gratitude. So tell him he needs to go in the positive direction if he wants to see reaction out of you. Say, because you don't react negatively because it doesn't benefit you. Okay, you need to use those words. Well, I really don't act negatively because it's not really beneficial towards anything. I try to stay positive and focus on the good things. Now, if you want a reaction out of me, an emotional reaction, then you need to go positive, not negative. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Shay. Teach them how to give you money. You want to see some emotional reaction? Come with the money. Come with the flowers. Come with the gifts, baby. That's it. Anything negative, I'm going to transmute it into my favor, or I'm not going to react to it at all if it's not beneficial to me. I am not stupid. I am not dumb. You can't manipulate me. I'm not manipulating you at all. I have standards. If you can't reach them, just say that. It's not a manipulation. You knew that from the start. Okay? That's manipulation, telling me that I'm manipulating you when you knew my standards from the start. All right. So clear it up, shut him up, and get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't manipulate the master manipulator. Okay. If you're a master manipulator, you cannot be manipulated. Okay, so learn. Your provider is very controlling. He got mad at me for putting up a pretty picture profile on Facebook last night. I'm ignoring him. Good for you. Who cares what he think? He ugly. And he's just mad because you look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can have some fake news for him. You can have some fake news for him to make him feel good about himself. You're just like, you know what? People are so mean. My new profile picture, people are just saying I'm so ugly. Just lie. Then he'll say, no, you're beautiful. I think I should take it down. People are saying I'm ugly and then use that to get your upgrades. People say I need to get my new hairstyle. People say I need new clothes. People say that I should try this makeup. I need some money to go shopping. Should I take the picture down? You'll get some new hair and makeup, some new clothes out of it. Shira, how to move on from provider who left you after he met your family because his mother wasn't accepting of me. I outlogic my situation. Shay, I don't know what culture you're from, and I don't know if he's a mama's boy, and I don't know when people started caring about whether someone likes their boyfriend or girlfriend or not, if they're not paying them their bills. But let me tell you something. If your man leaves you based on what his family thinks about you, he wasn't with you for you anyway. He was with you to shut his family up. He didn't choose you. He chose you as a contender, and the family did not approve. So therefore, he's not choosing you. He's auditioning you for entering into the family, which means he don't really like you anyway. You need to find someone that likes you so much that they don't care what their family thinks. Okay. That's what you need to find. That man don't care about you. He probably bring home 5 different people every year, and none of them get approved. Okay. So just find someone that doesn't, you know, really need that approval from their family because they're the boss of their life and they call the shots, a masculine man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find you a masculine boss. They don't really care what people think. They don't need approval from other people. Okay. Thank you for the wisdom, Shira. Just sent my PayPal to a man you went out with twice. Said that he said something rude to you, and I can't be bothered to see him again, and even if he pays. Okay, ma'am. Well, you might get something, you might not, but at the same time, you might. Thank you. Okay, he promised you a trip, but he's busy and can't go. Now I can tell him to pay me this trip. I want to go by myself anyway. He never meant to take you on a trip, baby. That was a lie. He used taking you on a trip to keep you talking to him for free and to be impressed. He was never able to go on that trip. Sorry to tell you. Now, since you understand that, now you can act accordingly. Now you can say that you spent a bunch of money preparing to take off and you bought a bunch of stuff preparing for that trip, and that he needs to either reimburse you or he needs to give you some money to go shopping or something. Okay. You need to lie. That man lied to your face. You need to lie to his and get your money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's super chat. Hold on. That man never meant to take you on a trip. Just get his money and tell him you spent money planning on a trip. If he doesn't answer back, you already know everything is a lie and a facade, and it's time to just rotate him off the roster. Okay, I didn't miss any super chats. Oh, here's one. How can I show interest without seeming thirsty when talking to potentials in person, on phone, and through text? I'm nonchalant and been told by men that I don't seem interested. You ask them questions about themselves. That's how. You ask them questions about themselves that will reveal how you can get money out of them in the future. Okay. It makes you look like you're genuinely interested in them. They're going to do most of the talking and reveal a lot of things you can use as triggers to get money in the future. So how you seem interested is you let them talk about themselves. Okay. And you say, oh, really? Wow. In between. Okay. And you use lots of emojis, but not too many. Okay. You got to fake it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, that man never meant to take you on a trip, baby. So just get his money in line. Say that I bought new luggage. I prepaid, such and such to board the animals or whatever. I don't know. Just lie and get some money out of it. Thank you for being. Thank you. You like my top? Thank you. I don't know. Is this cheetah or leopard? I don't know. You need a house. You should ask him to put up money or suggest buying together. How do I bring it up? And it's date 3 too early. Yeah, date 3 is too early, girl. I can't lie about why, because of housing crisis in here. Yeah, well, if there's a wide known housing crisis, I mean, it's not news. Just say you're saving up and working towards a house, and it's going to take so long, and you are so stressed. So if you're always saying you're trying to do something by yourself, men always want to help because that's impressive, especially when you're coming to them and talking to them about it, but not straight up asking. So if you say, oh, I'm saving up, trying to get a house, it's so hard. I mean, it's going to take me so long, but I'm trying. What are you doing? What are you up to? Then they're going to be like, how much you need? Can I help you? Da, 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 da. You said this is leopard. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, is rolling around on the mattress specifically S or all bases? Girl, don't roll it. We don't get into bed with no man unless he's got all them bills paid, period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Rolling around on the mattress means don't give them any satisfaction. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, DT Fabulous in the house. Hey, sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, they have to earn by heavily investing in you long term. They don't get that. They only get to think about it. They never get to witness it or do it anything until you are financially secured in that relationship and they have invested so much that if they leave right after that, it's their loss, literally. You know? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. This is why I tell y'all to date guys you don't want to roll around the mattress with. You can get more money out of them, the relationship lasts longer, and you can keep them on the roster longer. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the smartest thing to do if you're trying to get their money. If you're trying to make a relationship with them and fall in love and have a Hallmark story, then you're going to get confused. If you're just there for the money, date guys you don't want to roll around on the mattress with. You can get more money out of them because you're not trying to rush to the mattress and be stupid. And anything that they try to do to get you there, you're going to do everything to not get there. You see what I'm saying? It makes you a more creative, smart person on how to deal with them and get more money out of them. But if you want to roll around on the mattress with them, you're not going to remember anything that I taught you, and you're going to roll around on the mattress, and guess what? Then you're going to be back in this chat asking, what do I do after roll around on the mattress? And they ghosted me. That's what you're going to be asking. So, date guys you don't want to roll on the mattress with if you're there for their money. All right? Maybe when they invest in you over and over and over and over and over for a long period of time, and you get used to that lifestyle, and you will start to like them a little bit. You could get closer and closer into liking them and liking them a little bit more until they become attractive to you. You just never know. But they need to wait and invest. Dealing with a man who's 65 and he's a provider, definitely, but he is super childish, and I hate immature men, but he provides amazingly, but he like 15-year-old trapped in an old man's body. He provides, but is childish. Okay, well, pretend he's selfish. I mean, not selfish. Pretend he's special. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be calling that man childish. He's 65, acting 15. He's special, girl. Very special. Get his money, though. If you think about it like that, it's not going to bother you as much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you think about it like that, you're going to be like, okay, well, he's very special. But he thinks I'm special, too. That's why he's giving me this money. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just start to ask. It's like, are you on any medications for that hyper behavior? Did you not get enough attention as a child? Did you not peak in high school, college, or early 20s? Like, are we reliving our 20s? You know? He might be experiencing his midlife crisis late in life. He might have been a late bloomer in life. And so he might be experiencing his midlife crisis at a later date. Okay. Or he may be overcompensating for how old he is because he's trying to remain youthful and young in thinking and mind and body. Because this is what happens sometimes when people get older, they want to revert back to youthful ways in order to trick their mind and their body from aging as fast. Okay. So that's what you're probably witnessing, a midlife crisis. Someone says arrested development. Y'all are experiencing something. Okay. He's fighting against his age. Just get his money, girl, and chalk it up to, he cuckoo. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He's stupid. You don't want to deal and just treat him like he's special, girl. Just tell him, okay, that's good. That's really nice. Good for you. Talk to him in the mother voice. The mother to the toddler voice. He'll start to think you think he's special, and he'll start to act his age and man up. Okay? Start talking to him real slow. Okay? Start talking to him as if he's a child. Like, okay, thank you so much for showing me that. Very good. Well, why are you doing that? Why are you acting like that? I'm so sorry. You just remind me of my nephew, and he's really young, and that's how I talk to him. Like, you just remind me of him, how you're acting, So whenever I like someone acts childlike in my presence, I just do the child response voice. I'm so sorry. I thought you were like, you know, you gotta think you should be more mature for your age, but that's okay. If that's what you like, you know, that's how you like to be, that's fine. Just sometimes it's gonna trigger my um, voice that I talk to children in. Oh, Charlotte Winter, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you for the super sticker. You say he's 50 plus and acts like he wants to try everything while keep me waiting. I act too nice to him. How to act like a real okay. You just be one. You be tired of him, you be sick of him, and you dismiss him quick, as if you have somebody better. Not like you need him, not like you even want him. Like he's wasting your time and getting on your nerves and very disappointing. That's how you do it. Okay. Men can't stand when you don't want them, need them, and are disappointed. They want to prove themselves to you. So you can't act like you want them to act right. You got to act like you don't care if he acts right because you got 2, 3 more waiting on you. And this is just a waste of time and a disappointment. Okay. You got to be like, I don't have time for this. Bye. No explanation. No, I'll talk to you later. No text in between. Just like he's got to change, you know? And if he says, well, why are you being so mean? Why are you being so mean? I just don't have time for the way you're acting. It's just so stupid. Like, are you on any medications? Like, maybe I should have asked you about your mental health before we started dating. I don't know. Like, why are you acting like this? Just like put him in his place, girl. Be disgusted and disappointed. Men always want to prove themselves after that. Okay? Disgusted and disappointment, not needy and emotional. Disgusted and disappointed is what triggers men to action mode. Okay? Not, but, all right. All right, he want to come to your house and etc., but has not come off enough money. I need your help. Don't invite no man to your house who's not paying all the bills, girl. They do not get to come over. Aunt Ethel is there and she doesn't like company. Okay? Nope. Oh, I don't want you to come over. I need to clean up unless I can just hire a maid service. You want to pay for a maid service to come over there and I have it nice and cleaned for you. Aunt Ethel is visiting this week. I mean, I could definitely send her to the spa for the J or on a day trip somewhere, but that's going to cost some money. Girl, get as much money as you can. Make sure all your bills are paid. And don't invite that man over your house unless he's paying bills on a regular basis. Because once they start getting invited over, they think that they can come over at any time. So you do not let no strange man come over your house or invite them over your house unless they've been paying bill for months and you feel comfortable with them. Okay. Because some of y'all will be letting men just come over your house, give them your address, and they haven't done nothing for you. Not enough, you know? And then they get used to it and then they go stand and park out your house. Oh, no, they don't get that, baby. Ways to press him to spend more money. Coming up with fake scenarios that are in his way from getting closer to you. Okay. Oh, I want to see you this Thursday. Oh, well, I am so sorry. I already promised my friend that I would help her move, and she was going to give me like $400 just to help her move. And I really need that money. But, there was, her boyfriend said that he was going to help her, but, I really need the money. So I asked her if I could help her instead, like just pack boxes and stuff. Then he'll say, well, I'll give you the $400 and you can just tell her boyfriend to go back over there and help her. I said, that's a really good idea. Thank you. You see, you put financial obstacles in their way in order for them to see you. Oh, well, you want to talk on the phone or do you have time to text? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out such and such and such and such. And I'm doing some research online and I need to be focused because I'm trying to get, enough money saved for A, B, C, and D. And I'm trying to find this, and that. Oh, well, how much money do you need? There you go. Put financial obstacles in their path and they will remove them if they want access. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's Friday. We outside. No, but if you come back here at 7, y'all, Friday outside, it's, I don't know. Like that's work crowd and couples, work crowd and couples, we go out there in the daytime, darling, in the mornings. But tonight at 7 o'clock on this channel, I'm doing a little giveaway with a hair company. So I have a lot of stuff to give away. And so y'all tune in at 7 o'clock. Okay. Short. Thank you. Y'all can be outside though. Hey. But I got stuff to do. I got obligations already to do this giveaway I've been talking about for the last week. People are like waiting to attend. Okay. Yeah, Friday is a bad day to freestyle. It's couples night and it's working class night. Like if you want to freestyle and get the money, go out during the weekdays in the daytime. Okay. So you met a man on the rich side of town and he asked to meet up. I said he should give me cash when he comes. What do I do when we meet? What do you mean? What do you do when we meet? You smile and say, "Hi, how are you?" Okay. You're 21. Any man who looks but what? You're 21. Any man who looks is took. But I don't understand why are you telling me? Okay, you need to find a man, or you need to go to the rich area of town, and you need to look like, classy, sophisticated, and men will approach. You just gotta look the part though. Okay. I don't know where you going, but definitely you need to look the part. If you look good, they're coming over, period. No matter your skin tone. If you look good, if you look appropriate, they're coming over, period. Okay. When should you start asking for money? From conversation number 1, you should be suggesting that there's financial obstacles in his way to get to you. Okay. I'll keep telling y'all this. From conversation number 1, there needs to be a trail of financial obstacles for him to remove to get access to you. Access to impressing you, access to dates. All those things that you're piling up in his path can be removed financially from conversation number 1. You need to start there. Okay? Before you even get to the date, he should know everything you need. Oh, I'm saving up for this. Oh my gosh, my perfume bottle broke. Oh my gosh, I lost an earring. Oh my gosh, Aunt Ethel needs help. You don't tell him this, but just mention it in conversation casually. He's going to know everything and how to impress you, how to relieve some of your stress, and all of those things. By the first date, he's going to have knocked at least a couple of them out of the way or willing to do that. So you'll start from conversation number 1. Once you get on the date, you probably texted him many days, about a week. You probably laughed at his dumb jokes already. He thinks you're already impressed by him. He thinks he's the man already. There's no way he's going to try to impress you by doing too much because you haven't given him anything to do. You see? So conversation number 1 needs to start with dropping hints and clues about things you want and need and things that will impress you. Conversation number 1. Don't wait till you get on the date to start looking stupid and fidgeting around and trying to figure out how to ask for money. He should already know what you need, why you need it, and how much by the time you get on that first date. By all the casual conversations and texts that y'all are having before that, he should know. And he should come prepared to remove them obstacles. Okay, recently found out your boyfriend looks at women online. This question again. He gives you money weekly. I can't look past him. Looking at other women, what to do? Poke his eyes out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are so dumb. Hey, poke his eyes out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get him a blindfold. Tie him up in the basement. Why don't you do all those things? You can't get past a man looking at another woman? What's wrong with you? I'm so sick of this insecure pick-me-shit question. Y'all ask me this crap every single day, several times. Look, man, Before you, during you, and after you, he's going to be looking at women all day, as many times as he wants. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. Why aren't you looking at men? Why aren't you looking at men's cars? Why aren't you looking at your future man? Why aren't you looking in the mirror and making yourself look good? Why aren't you looking for new stuff to put in your cart or on your wish list for him to buy you? Why are you concerned of what a man is going to do since the beginning of time? You know, it's really stupid when y'all tell me these things because I'm getting mad because y'all sound dumb and y'all sound so insecure. I can't get over my man looking at other women. Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to because that's what they're going to do from the beginning of time until the day they die. Okay? Get their money and stop worrying about what they're looking at. Are you really losing sleep at night because a man is looking at a woman? Come on. Are you that insecure? All men cheat. All of them. You're not going to stop them from looking. You ain't going to stop them from cheating, but you can get their money. And you can do the same. Stop it. If your feelings are that hurt and that triggered from him looking at someone, it's because you like him more than he likes you. And you need to check that real quick because there's nothing worse than being with a grown, able-bodied man that you trying to control, which you can't, that you like more than he likes you. You in a dead-end relationship. You need to quit. You need to switch it around right now. Okay? You need to stop, get yourself together, and go remember who the prize is in the relationship. And if it's not you, then you need to create a way to make yourself the prize. All right? Because y'all ask me this damn dumb, stupid question every single day as if you don't understand who you are. Why don't you just get your man a t-shirt for Christmas that says, I'm the prize? Because that's what you're treating him like. Your sugar daddy has a staring problem. I let him look and buy me the outfits the girls are wearing. He's staring at money. Exactly, ma'am. Free agent girl know how to do it. Make it work in your favor instead of you sitting there being insecure and crying about it. Okay? Y'all need to stop that. Now, I made a post on Instagram about the same stupid stuff, and so many pick-me-shas in the comments. Oh, I can't get past him looking at girls on Instagram. Okay, ma'am. Join the pick-me-sha crowd then. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's still a little pick-me-sha left in some of y'all, I can see. Y'all need to get rid of that. All right? Because remember this, at the same time he's looking at them, there could be guys with more money looking at you on Instagram. Do you not understand your power as a woman? Your future husband could be looking for you on Instagram. Your future man with more money than him could be looking for you. You don't know. You're not the prize in your current relationship. You're the pick-me-sha. So guess what? You're too focused on somebody else rather than yourself. Women that are self-obsessed don't have to worry about stuff like that. Okay? Become self-obsessed. Get rid of that last little tinge of pick-me-sha and understand the world you live in. Okay. A lot of these questions are covered in her previous lives, so definitely check those out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Who cares? Thank you, SBBS. Thanks for being a member for 12 months. Thank you. Y'all are silly. Yeah, y'all need to stop doing that. Y'all need to stop being so insecure. You don't own a man. You can't keep a man if they don't want to be kept, and you can't stop them from looking. So scratch those things off your list and instead replace them with how to get their money. All right? Because y'all are wasting time doing that mess. It's disrespectful. I have boundaries. Well, ma'am, you're going to be disrespected before, during, and after that relationship. No matter what you try to label it, I'm calling it pick-me-sha. He likes pickleball and poker. How can I get money? Tell him you need pickleball clothes. You need shoes. You need rackets. You need lessons. Sprinkle, sprinkle, so you can play with them. And gather all that money and do what you need to do with it. Buy you a cheap pickleball paddle and order some stuff off Shein, girl, and keep the rest of the money. Sprinkle. Like, I want to learn how to play. I need lessons. I need gear. I'll get the cheap gear. Pocket the rest of the money. Then maybe if you like poker, he could get y'all a trip to Vegas or something. I don't know. He said it's when they start staring at men, you should worry. Exactly. Y'all doing too much. Okay. I didn't mean to be so mean to you, but y'all have to do better. Come on. Y'all really got to stop making that man the prize, because the next thing you're going to do, the next thing that's going to happen is he's going to say, why are you so insecure? Why are you so worried? And then it's going to look like he's the girl in the relationship and you're the jealous man. You see? He's going to start to think he's a prize and there's something out there better for him that you don't want him to find. Best way to control a man is not to care what he's doing, but to care more about what you're doing instead. That's the best way to control a man, and not to care nothing what he's doing. Don't even pay attention to him. Don't ask what he's doing, what he ate, where he going. Don't care. And do what you want to do. If he's not asking you what you're doing, where you're going, what you're looking at, that's the problem. You're not the prize. You don't care enough. You like him more. Is it awkward at the bar because you are desperate for someone's attention and you are not comfortable being alone? Okay, yeah, that means you're not living in your full main character energy. You're living in desperate energy. That's true. So if you are a main character of your own life and you're sitting at a bar, you don't look desperate because you're there for you, not for other people. You're there to enjoy the ambiance, whatever's on the menu, whatever drinks that you're there to enjoy and partake in. You're there for the experience, the ambiance, whatever libations that they have. You're there for you, not out of desperation for someone to approach you. Those are the vibes you need to be giving off, main character energy. Okay? So every time the door opens or someone walks in, you're not supposed to turn and look. All right? If you want to see who's coming in the door, sit so where you can see it, so you don't have to turn around. Sit so you don't give off desperate energy. Sit in a position where the first thing they see is you looking like you living your best life as soon as they walk in the door. You know? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you are the first thing a man sees when he walks through the door of a high-end restaurant bar and you're sitting there living your best life, that's the first thing he sees. That's what he's going to be thinking about. So position yourself in the right position and don't look desperate. Look like you're enjoying life. Okay. You said guys are always promising next week, Black Friday, blah, blah, blah. Say, okay, well, I'll talk to you then. Click. Okay, I'll talk to you then. And then don't text back. You put them off till next week too, ma'am. You must know he's truly wealthy. How do I ask how rich he is? You don't. You just look him up on Google, baby. And half the time on Google, they don't even tell you the full amount, okay? They just tell you bits and pieces, though. You need to find out what he does for a living. You need to find out with your context clues in a conversation. You never ask a man how much money they have unless you're trying to get rid of them. And if they like you 10 times more, they're going to tell you and keep you. So if you know that man doesn't like you 10 times more, do not ask him that. All right? Just ask him what he does every day. It's like, oh, well, what did you do today? And if they're trying to impress you, they'll add some stuff in that sounds like they got money. Then you can figure it out from there if you're smart. Okay, because they'll name drop, they'll company name drop, they'll position name drop, and you can pick up the pieces and put it together later. Okay, you got to pay attention and be smart. Your IQ has to be high enough to pick up on the context clues. Okay. You can't just, oh, what are you doing? Unless you're trying to get rid of him. But if he likes you a lot, you can ask him whatever you want and you ain't going to get rid of him. Okay? If he likes you a lot, you will not be able to get rid of him about anything you ask him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Usually, if you just get his name, you can figure it out. They're always going to say what they do without asking them. Exactly, because that's what a man leads with, his money. He's going to let you know he got some if he likes you. How to make a man like you more? By liking yourself even more. Okay, a man always likes women that are self-obsessed. Men do not like pick-me-shas. Men do not like women who don't like themselves. Men like women who like themselves and who have options to replace them at any given time. Okay, that's what men like. So if you are not that, you got to become that. You got to become the type of woman where when you walk out the door, the chances of you meeting a man with more are very high. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Shera, how do I get money from a guy online? Tell him about Aunt Ethel. I don't know. Tell him what you need. Tell him something. Lie, basically. Create a sob story. Who knows? If he likes you, he'll give it to you anyway. Or just tell him he should give you some money. You know what you should do? You should send me some cash out. You could just be bold with it. You know what turns me on? When a man just sends me a bunch of money and through cash out. That's a real turn on. You can say something like that. And they might just do it. If they have it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep them options open, lately. Shera, you look great. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you. That's a very generous donation. I appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gail. Thank you, Miss Gail. Okay, so. Yeah. You got to be self-obsessed and stop worrying about how to make a man like you more. You're supposed to like yourself more, and other men are supposed to like you more. If you like you and they like you, guess what? He like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Understand? Yeah. Okay. All right. If you like you and they like you, guess who else like you? Him. Gave him false hope because he sends money. What should I do? Because I don't see myself in a relationship with him and he thinks I'm serious help. Okay, Aunt Ethel is going to need your help long term now, and you're going to have to make a lifestyle change, and you're not going to have time to see him anymore. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Aunt Ethel is going to need your full assistance day in and day out, and you don't have time for that anymore. Okay, but thank you. So it was nice to meet you, and I'm really glad we got to know each other. But I tell him you're obligated to your Aunt Ethel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. All right, all right. You said the gym membership is 90 pounds, but I won't be able to go to the gym early because it looks like a high-end gym. Okay, ma'am, if you can't get to the gym early, it's a waste of money. Okay, don't even bother joining a high-end gym if you're going with the work crowd. Okay. Okay, but I never mentioned it before. Help me. She mentioned what before, baby? I can't keep piecing stuff together. You have to tell me the whole context. Mentioned what before? Just get his money, man. Okay. He sends you money. Okay, well then mention it now. He doesn't matter. He knows you're trying to get rid of him. He'll either try to move the financial burden of Aunt Ethel, or he'll leave you alone. Okay. Just like, oh my gosh, my Aunt Ethel that lives in a different state that I haven't talked to in forever. There you go. A different place. Like she's good. She's moving over here, and I have to help her. Da, da, da. Make it up. They don't care. They already know you ditching them anyway. At least you're doing it and having the consideration to make up a nice story to do it. Some women just ghost. All right. At least you're giving him a nice story for closure. You could just literally ghost if you wanted to. That means don't call him and block him after you got his money. But if you want to be nice, you can, give them a nice story of departure. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't. He said basic method, get Aunt Ethel and get his money. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you need to get started. It's the starter pack. Okay. Isn't it easy to get manipulated if you opt for richer older guys because they know you financially dependent on them? No, not if you're not financially dependent on them, but you stacking your money and theirs at the same time. Like I keep teaching y'all over and over and over on this channel, but y'all don't hear that part because y'all ain't listening. If you with a rich man and he's giving you money, if you stupid, you're going to the mall. If you're smart, you're going online and purchasing inventory, a small business, a website, and you're getting your money up, tripling and doubling what they're giving you. And in a few months' time, you yourself will be making money 100% profit. You understand what I'm saying? Or you will take your dumb self to the mall and go buy some crap that's not going to increase in value and be totally dependent on a man for money and be manipulated because you're too dumb to go get your own. Now, my motto is, if you understand this and you know you're going to be manipulated and you know you're not supposed to play fair in an unfair world, you get his money, you take it and you invest in yourself by starting a small business, investing in something, putting it in your savings. Because if you're dating a rich man, you're supposed to be rich too shortly after. Okay? You're not supposed to just run to the mall and blow it. You're supposed to get rich too. If you're dating a rich man, if you're a smart woman, you're supposed to be rich. And by the time you feel like the manipulation has started, you can say, okay, well, it was nice to know you. You're so sweet. Thank you for everything. Me and my business are leaving. Goodbye. And they don't even have to know you have a business. You see? So therefore, if you're smart, you're going to make his money, make you money. And y'all keep forgetting that part of it. Can't investigate because he's Chinese. How do I ask? Ma'am, just get his money. It don't matter if he's making a lot or not. You don't treat him like he's doing anything unless he's spending anyway. Okay? You treat him just like everybody else until this starts getting in your fingers and in your hands and in your bank account. Okay? You don't treat him special until he proves himself financially. Okay? That's how you know he got money, when he spends it, when he gives it to you. So start putting financial obstacles in his way so he can remove them financially and giving you the money. That's how the only way you're going to find out if you don't know how to research him. Start asking for stuff, start telling him stuff that you might want or need or saving up for, and he'll step in if you got it. How can you get money as an artist on Instagram? I don't know, sell the art, auction it off. Let's see, if I were an artist on Instagram, I would be like, if I really wanted to make money, I wouldn't promote it as I'm the artist. I would promote it as, this is a very important piece of art. It was curated. I would just use a bunch of art terms and I would say, this is going to be up for auction in a few days. And whoever gets their hands on this will have definitely gotten a masterpiece and something that will definitely increase in value. So here are the details, blah, 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 blah. That will pique more interest. Please buy my art. You know what I'm saying? I will treat it like it's not even mine. You know what I'm saying? When you treat something like it's not yours and it's valuable, that's when people want to buy it the most. If you saying, oh, support me, this is mine, help, blah, 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 people don't really respond to that because it's not important enough. So you gotta put on a facade. Okay, what is up with the chat today? If y'all watch Shoe's old videos, y'all answer all the starter questions. Thank you, Emily. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lee. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would talk about the artist in the third person. Like, this artist here has sold paintings to several important people, and I would fake name drop people that's probably dead or will never find this, find it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just lie, girl. Just lie. All right. You can lie and say that there's already a bid on it from someone in another country as well. You could just lie, and get your money up. Okay, that's how I do it. But if you are proud of your work and you want your name and face associated with it because you're proud and stuff like that, you're probably going to sell less and get more compliments rather than money. Okay, so y'all have to remember why you're there, what you're doing. Are you selling it or are you looking for compliments? Okay, because sales pitches are different from validation seeking. Okay. What is a psychological trick to making a man desperately want to please you? Always being disappointed, never being satisfied. Only ever so often do you act satisfied with whatever they do for you so that they know that there is hope, but you never act 100% satisfied with the things that are doing for you. It could always be improved. Thank you every fifth time. Oh my gosh, you got it right every fifth time. So let's say they do nice things for you. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is great. Okay. Oh, well, you forgot to do this. Oh, but it's still sweet. Thank you. On the fifth time, oh my gosh, I love this. Thank you so much. How did you know? It's like you were reading my mind. Oh my gosh, good job. Then go back to being unsatisfied for the next day. Oh my gosh, you forgot this. Oh my gosh, I said this. Oh my God. That disappointment and disappointment for most of the part, most of the time, and then huge gratitude when they get it right. They'll be working for that over and over. Even if it's fake, you could be totally satisfied with what they're doing, but you never tell them. Your provider has been impatient at the hospital and not working right now. Any advice, Shira? Huh? Oh, he's inpatient. Okay, okay. I thought you said he's being impatient, like he's like not patient. Well, where's your other one, baby? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why you need two. In case one goes down, you need another one. All right. So the best thing you can do is hope he recovers. Because this is what a man will do for you. This is what a man will do to a woman. Let me tell y'all. You go talk to the other one. Okay? There you go. Bring him some flowers. Like I said, the only time you bring a man flowers is if he's in the hospital or at his funeral. So you bring him some flowers, fix his pillow. All right? If someone says, get in the wheel, get in the wheel. Okay? Put some lotion on his hands and his toes or whatever. Bring him some nice socks. And say, oh, I gotta go. It's getting late. You can go. Why? Because that's the same thing they would do for y'all. Same thing they would do to y'all. Believe me, I've seen it too many times. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Ask the nurses. You said you think you can meet a rich man working as a salesperson. What you selling? And where do you work? Not you don't have to get specifics, but like, are you in a place where you can meet rich people? Should I tell him I don't care if he cheats? No. You should tell him this. You're a grown man. I don't expect you to be perfect. This is the word you use. You're a grown man. I don't expect you to be perfect. I just, I really do, admire how generous, respectful, and nice that you are to me, and you're such a breath of fresh air, but no one is perfect. That's how you tell them. And that also goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? When you tell a man he's not perfect, what you're really saying is no one is perfect, including you. You see? And the best thing you can do by saying that is saying, I know you're not perfect. Meaning you already know he gonna mess up. You don't care if he mess up. You still gonna be there, and he should feel the same way about you. Why? Because if you are that bold and confident within yourself to let him know that it's not a deal breaker, he already know that you're not perfect either, and you're just letting him know that you know that he's going to mess up. And if you decide to step out, then he should have zero things to say to you. You know what I'm saying? And if he wants to keep the relationship exclusive, then he'll say, well, I'm going to try my best to do right by you and be trustworthy and da 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 da. It's like, okay, well, that's all we can do is try. Thank you for letting me know that. You be real mature about it. And if you give him permission to cheat because he's already cheating, let's just say he's already cheating, and you want to see what's going to happen. It's like, oh, you know what? I know you're not perfect. I know men mess up all the time. If you want to bust them and say, if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. There's nothing I can do about it. Be respectful. That's going to take all the fun out of it for him. That's going to take all of the sneakiness out of it, and it's not going to be as thrilling for him anymore, because when you call or text him and he doesn't answer the phone, he's thinking, well, I think she knows where I am. And that's all he's going to think about the entire time he's with the other one. Well, she already knows where I am. And then he's not going to enjoy it as much, because it's like now he has to pay for 2 women. And the other one don't care enough about him to even care. And what is she doing now? See, all the thoughts that are going to enter into his mind are not going to be as fun as he thought that they were going to be. So therefore, while he's with the other one, he's going to be steady thinking about you. And now when you don't answer your phone, now he's going to be wondering what you're doing. It's going to take all the little fun out of his games. And therefore, you're flipping the script on him. Okay? But some of y'all women are so insecure and so pick-me-shish and so controlling and so emotional that y'all could never get to that level of unbotheredness enough to implement that level of manipulation. Okay? Okay? A lot of people will never be able to have the emotional maturity to be the master manipulator that they could become. Okay. Provider is cheating. How do I stop being anxious? What do you mean stop being anxious? Why aren't you cheating? If he doing it, y'all got an open relationship. Duh. If he's not telling you openly, don't tell him openly. While he's there, you be over there, or spending his money, or using his credit card for retail therapy. Go to the car lot, upgrade your vehicle while he's out. You don't know. Do something. Don't sit there and act stupid and look dumb. You said I'll do it either way, maybe date. How to ask. Okay. Don't ask unless you don't care if he leaves. Okay. Ask him straight up if you know he likes you times 10 and he's not going to go nowhere. All right. That's the only way you're going to ask him. So you can ask that man how much money you like if you don't care enough. It wouldn't care whether you lose him or he ghosts you. Or if he likes you times 10, he'll answer the question. So just ask if he likes you more. If he don't like you more, don't ask. Figure it out. You say you don't want STD, then don't sleep with him. Take him to the vet. Tell him to get his paperwork. Tell him to bring you his paperwork. Go to the pharmacy. Have him tested. Give him tests every day. Have the test laid out in the bathroom. Okay? Make him feel like a cheater if he's a cheater, man. What you gonna do? Pretend like he ain't cheating and lay in the bed and let him bring you disease? How stupid are y'all? Have all them tests laid out on the counter. When he get home, he's like, well, what is this for? I said, it's better safe than sorry. Do you think he's gonna want to take those tests or roll around on the mattress to you anytime soon? Probably not. Okay. If he sees that's how you see him and how you're acting towards him, what do you think he's going to do? You said this world is unfair, so play unfair. Exactly. When it's his birthday, when it's Christmas time, wrap them little STDs tests up from the pharmacy and give it to him. Let him open it in front of his mama. Who cares? What you doing? Are we doormats or are we villains? Okay, if this man has the audacity to cheat on you, have the audacity to wrap up an STD test on Christmas. Have the audacity, okay? Ain't you smart? I bought you a little something. He's gonna be all excited. Ooh, sounds like a watch. What is this? Okay. Y'all get y'all dusties that too, because them dusties be cheating too. That's what y'all need to get y'all's dusties or y'all's cheaters for Christmas. STD test wrapped up with a bow. There you go. They open in front of their mama too. All right. So you work for a roofing company? Can you meet rich men as a salesperson? You might can meet like construction, like not construction, but like contract workers that own like construction companies that might be looking for, roofing companies. I don't know. Yeah. You told him I'm disappointed the card isn't working for a week already. He got so stressed and I said, should take no as an answer sometimes. Okay, say, all right, well, I'll talk to you later and then don't answer the phone anymore. Ma'am, I keep trying to tell you that you're doing everything wrong. End the conversation until the card works. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The only way you need to call him is when that card's, and don't even like say, well, then I'll talk to you when the card gets working. Okay, that's it. I will talk to you when the card, when you get the card turned on. Let me know. That's it. And no more communication. All right, because you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I will talk to you when you let me know the card is back on. And if he's texting in between that, do not answer. You keep talking to him, you keep moving backwards. Okay? He says you're only with me for my money. Do not respond. Leave him alone until that card is turned back on. Let him talk to himself, baby, in the texts. You're doing too much. Y'all need to understand. Y'all need to let these men talk to themselves in them texts. They want to talk to you. They need to do what they said they were going to do. Get the card working. Otherwise, there's nothing you need to talk to him about. Now, is there? There's nothing to talk about until the card is working. Stop talking to him. If you're afraid to let something go that you don't even have, you're holding on to a card that doesn't work. You're talking to a man that's telling you no. You're talking to a man that's trying to control you with a card with no money. Do you see how stupid you look? Thank you, Valentina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, can you read my comment? If I see it, girl. This man is controlling you, having you text, worried, stressed over, you got a card that don't even work, and you still talking to this man. Do you think it's tacky to meet a man at a wedding? I don't know if it's tacky, but it's a little desperate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know if it's tacky, but it gives desperation. Thank you, London. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, it's okay to meet them as long as you get their money and not trying to jump into a relationship. If you're all about your money, you're fine. Okay. I'll ask and blame it on my dad. Okay. Blame it on your dad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't agree with asking unless you know he likes you times 10 and gonna give you money anyway. How can we apply your advice on a Eastern Islamic society? Leave it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how. Look, I'm going to be evil. I'm going to tell you the truth. You can't follow this if you're under strict religion that is male patriarchy. You ain't going to be able to do it. They don't go together. The closest you're going to get is ignoring the man until he gives you what you want. Staying unbothered and not emotionally reacting to a man until you get what you want. That's as close as you're going to get. Okay? Ignoring them, staying unbothered until you get what you want. That's as close as you're getting. Everything else, you got to be able to do like a lot more. Like lie, cheat, have a roster, but ignore them until they do what you need them to do. Don't listen to their promises, only their actions. Only be impressed the 5th time that they do something right. Every other thing is a disappointment. Yeah. That's what you can do. But everything else, put it on pause. So those are things you could do. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said I shouldn't play games. Is he projecting? Man, you still talking to this dude? I'm not answering your questions no more. You are cut off. Thank you. You could send money, but if you're still talking to him, I'm not talking to you because you're not listening. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Stop talking to him. Men don't understand. If you keep responding, you care. If you stop responding, you don't care, and you're possibly moving on to someone who has a credit card that works. Okay? Leave that man alone. Stop responding. Block him until the card starts working. Leave one way for him to communicate with you, possibly an email. And the only communication you need is the card is working now. If he doesn't say those things, you say nothing else to that man. He's manipulating you, taking up all your time, texting you back and forth, emotionally pulling you in, having you waste your money, asking me dumb questions, and he got a credit card that don't even work. You understand what I'm telling you? Leave him alone. The only way he's going to get your attention if you leave him alone is to get the card working. If you keep responding, he doesn't have to get the card working. Okay? He's already got access to you whether the card works or not. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking slow. So you can understand for the 18,000 millionth time. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm trying to get you results because you're over there sitting there texting a man back and forth. He's smiling. Some men like to argue. It's a turn on. Okay. And he's arguing and getting turned on for free. And your credit card that he gave you ain't working. Who's dumb? Why do you think these dussies in here come in here to get told out and cussed out and told off and read? Because they like it. You understand? You're doing him a favor by even talking to him. But your credit card that he gave you has no money on it. You can't spend nothing. You're not getting what you're supposed to be getting. It costs to even argue with a man. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You said it's a kink for them. Exactly. I keep trying to teach y'all, but y'all ain't trying to learn. Some of y'all. Why are there so many mean girls in here? Girl, sometimes people need tough love. Y'all need to toughen up. We need to focus on their money, not them, okay? We need to focus on their money, not them. No money, no them. No money, no them. Zero money, zero them. You understand what I'm saying? If they can't pay, they can't what? Stay. Done. You said the problem is people are programmed to be soft. Okay, well, that's why they chose a dumb person that's soft and as a doormat, because they can manipulate them much easier. Okay. If you want to get smart, you got to listen to what people are telling you that's going to work. You can't keep doing the same thing over that's not working. The card still ain't got no money on it. It still don't work. It's been many days. It's time to listen. Don't talk to that man anymore until that card is back on. Thank you, LOL, Sprinkle Sprinkle. How do I ask him to pay for my university? Well, I don't know how old is this man. If he's old, just ask him. He should already know what comes with the territory of dating a woman who's in school. Okay. He said Gen X is just honest, not me. Yeah, we tired of having to repeat ourselves in a baby voice for your feelings. That's true. Okay. Only if you're slow that we will do that for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Woo-hoo. So don't be asking a 25-year-old to pay your tuition. Exactly. They cannot afford it unless they come from money and have an expense account, a trust fund, and an allowance from their parents in thousands. Okay. This is why we like this channel, because it's direct. Okay. Yes. You know what? Being too nice, no one hears you. Okay. That's why men manipulate nice women. Can't be nice. I'm Gen X. Yes, I am. That's why I'm the way I am, darling. Sure, can you make a separate video about manipulation tactics, like details, if you can, please? You know what? If you want to become a master manipulator, you don't need to jump right into manipulating. You need to jump on controlling your emotions. I do have a video about controlling your emotions. If you can learn to stay unbothered and control your emotions, you can then become a master manipulator. Okay, so you got to learn how to do that first, which means you can't be mad if he's looking at women on Instagram. That can't bother you in the least. Okay, you have to become the type of person that is able to masterfully manipulate. And if you still have all these emotional triggers and feelings about stupid stuff, you're not going to be able to do it properly. So, in order for you to be able to manipulate properly, you got to be unbothered and in control of your emotions. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do it. It's gonna literally backfire on you. Okay. So until y'all are ready for that, I know some of y'all are, but until a lot of y'all are ready for that, it doesn't make sense for me to make the video if they can't use the information properly. Okay, y'all need to work on your emotions and not being triggered, and understanding that the world is not fair, and you need to understand that you're not going to be able to control another human being, but you will be able to manipulate them if you can control yourself and your emotions and your reactions. Good morning, Shira. Thank you for all that you do. Are beautiful and powerful. We deserve the best. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The best way to control someone is by controlling yourself and how you react to them and how you respond to them. Okay, so how does a woman have a high level of audacity while self-actualizing on a budget? I am an entrepreneur and consider myself a divine feminine. Okay, so You understand who you're dealing with first and foremost. If you're dealing with someone, a man, if you're dealing with men in general, they all have audacity. Okay? Understand that. Men understand audacity and they respect audacity because they have it themselves. And what they can see in you is the audacity that they see in themselves, and they're very self centered. They're going to understand, okay, this lady knows her value and her worth. Okay? On a budget, just shop what you can afford. You make the clothes don't make you. Okay? As an entrepreneur, do not lead with your business. Keep it on the low. Only advertise to people that are your target audience. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Crucial. Okay. Good morning, Shira. Thank you for all that you do. Okay. Thank you, girl. I already read that. Okay. It doesn't mean act like a man. It means have the same audacity. We are their mirrors. You mirror them. You're not acting like them. You're showing a reflection. Okay. You're teaching them. You're not being them. You're teaching them. How you treat yourself is how others will treat you. If you have the audacity to be who you are and ask for what you want, the reflection is you're going to get it. Because when a man has the audacity to be who he is and tell you what he wants, y'all sitting over here scrambling. But what do I do? Because you're considering it. Because he had the what? Audacity. What do I do if he wants to do this? Nothing. I don't care what he wants. Why are you considering it? Why are you making plans? Why are you changing your life trajectory? Because he wants something. Because he had the audacity to say something or expect something. Audacity goes a long way. It's a yes. Because now people are considering it. You can't send a super chat? I'm sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He does not see you as a wife material. If he did, you would already be paid and married. Okay. I guess y'all talking to each other in the comments. Yeah. So you got to have the audacity because they respect that. Okay. Well, we're going to take a short break, but in the meantime, do y'all want to laugh? Do y'all want some product information or what? How about we give you some information? I don't know. Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to see Earl? Y'all want to see AI Earl? Here we go. If there's a cure for this, I don't want it, but don't want it. If there's a remedy, I'll run from it. Don't think about it all the time. Never let it out of my mind, 'cause I love you. Got the sweetest hangover. I don't wanna get over. Sweetest hangover. Yeah, I've got the sweetest hangover. I don't wanna get over. Earl. Y'all remember Earl? Oh my gosh. The dust. He leveled up a little bit, but he still got work to do. Anyway. Anyway. The last one with the motorcycle was hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hilarious. Earl is a character. Okay, anyway. So promises are comforts to fools. Ladies, when men are promising you stuff and they're not delivering, with materials, with actions, you stop talking to them. Okay. You act disappointed and you cut communication until the problem has been solved. Okay. If you keep going back and forth and arguing with them and getting emotionally involved and feelings, you're losing. Why? Because they're still getting the interaction, they're still getting the text, they still have access to you. You're still responding to them. You're still in needy mode. You need something from them. Now you're focused on them. Now that's all you're thinking about. So you have to stop until the actions have been taken. You don't ask more than 2 times. Then you cut them from communication. When they text you, hey, what you doing? You text them your Cash App. If they say, what is this? You text them your Cash App link. If they say, what is this? You text them your PayPal link. If they say, what is this? You text them your Venmo information. If they say, what is this? You text him, I don't know, whatever other method that he can get you some money. You don't text him no words. When he starts to call, you send him to voicemail. Do you understand what I'm saying? You keep him talking to himself until he puts something in the account that he said he was. You don't talk to him. You're done. If you keep talking to him, you're stupid. That's how you get results. You are only dealing with results. That's it. Nice, young, dumb women will keep talking. This is why a lot of men that are older will only deal with young women, because they don't understand that they're being manipulated. And I'm here to tell y'all, cut communication, only send links for them to send you money if they said that that's what they were going to do. You've been seeing someone for 2 months and he planned a resort trip with 1 bed in the room. I'm not comfortable sharing a bed yet. What should I do? Tell him to get a second room. Tell him, oh, is it too late to add a room? He's going to say, well, we don't need a room. Yes, we do. Well, I thought we could. Well, I'm so sorry. I like my privacy. I like to get dressed. I like to do all my makeup and hair without someone else looking at me. Not I want, but I need to have my own room if I'm going to go. So it can be a connecting room, or it can be the room next door or whatever. But I'm going to need my own room. He's probably going to cancel it because the only reason he's taking you there is because he thinks he's going to roll around on the mattress with you. Okay? So if he doesn't give you your own room, but before you ask for that room, start getting his pockets. Say, oh my gosh, I need some new lingerie. Oh my gosh, I need some new clothes. I'm so excited for the trip. Get all you can get. Get them all excited to spend. You go be spending. Oh, I need some new boots. I need some new shoes. The resort, I need some new swimsuit. Da-da-da-da. Then at the last minute, you ask for that extra room. And that is the deal breaker. And he has already invested heavily into you for the trip to the resort, that either he has to say yes on the separate room, or he just lost a bunch of money on all that shopping and stuff, all that lingerie he was buying, all the whatever it is, the swimsuit money and the spa, waxing money that he just spent is going down the toilet if he don't get you that next, extra room. Okay? So he's gonna lose no matter what he does, but he's gonna lose big if he don't get you the extra room. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So act like you good with the only one room. Get all you can get, and then last minute ask for that extra room. All right, last minute, and he either do it or he don't. Any fashion tips on classy, sophisticated look? I lost 45 pounds and you need a new wardrobe. I'm also very tall. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Do you work? I don't know if you work or not. I don't know. Office Siren is kind of cute. Classy, like trophy wife look is kind of in. It's wintertime. Mob wife is kind of in, depending on if you like patterns or not. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Get on Pinterest, look up Office Siren, Mob Wife, Trophy Wife. See what pops up, baby. If you're on the more of the preppy side, look up Country Club, look up Equestrian. So, marine resort style if you live in a tropical place where there's lots of like vacay stuff, or coastal. So depending on what aesthetic you want, look it up and look up outfits. So like equestrian outfits, office siren outfits, and you can make a wardrobe with all of those things because you're going to need stuff for different, venues and places that you're going to go. Okay. So, country club outfits. Just do all of that. Put it on Pinterest. And outfits are going to put themselves together for you. And you're just going to like, oh my gosh, I have that skirt. I can do this. Oh, I have a jacket like that. I could do that. It's going to show you stuff that you might already have in your closet or things you can go buy. Okay. Okay, what y'all talking about it here? You said you a certified Dusty when you have Quan in your name. You saw it. Okay, y'all are reading people in the comments. I see. Okay, wonderful. Why are y'all so silly? Anyway. You said we share in a room? Okay, well, somebody's sleeping on the floor. And there will be pepper spray. Okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said his voice is my weakness. Girl, what his voice sound like, girl? He said, I hate it when men want to rush the intimacy. It means they're trying to get you in and get you out. So if you think of it like that, you're going to be smart about it. You're going to like, I haven't gotten enough money yet to be rushed in and rushed out. When a man rushes intimacy, he doesn't plan to keep you around very long. Okay? Understand that. Because there are so many pick-me's out there that he can go get it from. There are people he can get it from and come back to you. And continue to spend and be patient with you. If he's trying to get it out of you quick, that's all he wants you for. And he's going to be dismissive as soon as he gets it. So when a man rushes you, you're not going to be around much longer. Y'all have to understand that. And it's an insult when a man rushes you because it means you're not going to be around much longer after that. So you need to rush him into something else. You need to rush him into paying some bills. You need to rush him into paying off some cars. You need to rush him into paying for Aunt Ethel's mortgage. You understand me? Even though she don't exist and it's going straight into your bank account and savings, you need to rush him into that. Understand? Because y'all be letting them do stuff to y'all. Letting them rush you. You need to rush them into paying some bills. Okay? You said men are overly sexual and we're overly materialistic. It's a winning combination. They invest over long term. They might, they can go somewhere else and get that. But if they want it from you, it's an investment, baby. Just like if you have money in your bank account, you can go get you a cash car. You can go put a down payment to some little rinky-dink car. But if you want that luxury vehicle, what you got to do? You got to save. You got to invest in your savings account. You got to put that down payment down. You got to have the money for the maintenance. You got to have the money for the insurance. Okay. So Are you a cash car or are you a luxury vehicle, Jolly? Are you an Uber ride? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What are you? Okay, y'all gonna be an Uber ride or a luxury vehicle? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where should you go to happy hour today to get rich, man? Nowhere. You should come back and go on Monday during the daytime, early happy hour. If you can't get out during the daytime or the morning or the afternoon, you're not going to find super rich guys. You might find working class, upper middle class at happy hour bars right next to office buildings in nice areas. You know what I'm saying? Maybe find a law firm, maybe find a financial firm, and find the closest restaurant bar and go sit up over there for happy hour. That's the closest you get. Yes. Lunchtime as well. So you need to look this up. Get your phone, get your Google. Financial firm, and then put in a wealthy zip code or a financial firm, like look up the top one. Law firm, look up one that's like really nice. And then nearest restaurant, 2, and then put in that address. Restaurant bars, near that address, nearest. That's where they're going to go for lunch. That's where they're going to take clients, most likely. And that's where they're going to go for happy hour, most likely after work or somewhere close by in the vicinity. Okay. So, how does a man know if you're wife material? If you spend his money like a wife. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you make him invest in you long term. You notice that man resent when I don't believe. White in conversation lines. What's your happy medium solution? Okay. Huh? Okay, well, you have to pretend to believe them and gather more information. Okay. Like y'all don't know how to play dumb. They start telling you lies. You're just like, oh, really? You don't say, oh, I believe you. You just like, oh, really? Well, that's interesting. That doesn't mean you're believing them. It just means you're letting them talk. And you can use all that information later when they mess up and lie or tell the truth on themselves. You can say, well, I thought you said this. Oh, okay. I must be getting it mixed up. You know, you let them lie. You let them lie themselves into a hole. So it costs them to get out. All right. Y'all need to let them lie as much as possible because the more they lie and the more they get caught, the more money goes into your bank account. All right. Let them lie, girls. So they have to pay to get out of lie jail. Let them lie until it all stops adding up. And then when you start to bust them in that lie, become distracted by a new pair of shoes that you've been wanting or a purse. Like, I thought you said, oh my gosh, these shoes are so cute. Look. Okay, so I thought you said you were at such and such. Oh my gosh, they have them in my size. Guess what he's going to do? Well, let's get them for you then. How much are they? They're kind of expensive. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, you want to buy them for me? Oh my gosh, really? Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Give me your card. This is like the best thing ever. You have really made my day. Give me your card. Okay, I'm gonna buy them right now. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You see how to get the money? You see how to get stuff right then and there? You see how to save up all them lies before you bust them to get something out of them? That's how you do it. Okay, you get the card right then and there. You don't let them promise you no shoes later, no next week. Card now. You understand? Apple Pay now. So we don't let an opportunity slide, or else they're getting busted, and the reentry fee is going to cost even more. Because you're giving them a chance. You're giving them a chance to redeem themselves by buying you whatever it is you're becoming distracted by. If they miss the opportunity, reentry fee is going to be 2 or 3 times whatever you wanted. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, I don't want emotions, but whenever I meet someone, I feel emotions. That's because you haven't saved them under free food or what they can do for you. Okay? And your contact information, that man should be saved under only what he can do for you. Okay? Because y'all are having emotions and dreams about walking down the aisle with free food Freddy. And that's all he can do for you is take you to eat. Okay? So y'all need to save them under what they do, not what you think they can do. What if they lie on you to your face or others? Then lie back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Lie back, baby. You know how to lie back. As soon as they lie, you can think of a better lie, can't you? What are they lying about, ma'am? What are they lying about? Make it yours better. Become the villain in the situation. Lie about something that they cannot recover from, okay? Lie about that. Who they gonna believe? Y'all need to learn how to lie properly. Lies so it hurts his ego. Okay. Y'all will figure it out. If he's lying on you, it's a free game, baby. Make sure yours is better. How to avoid sounding needy and desperate when you need a large amount of money. You should give me this much money. Just tell them what they need to do. You don't have to ask, you can tell them. And you can do it with a smile on your face. If they say no, it's like, okay, well, I just thought I'd let you know what I needed. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I've been saving. Now there's that space. That space of you can't do nothing for me. I guess I got to find someone else. You're not going to get the best treatment from here on out because now you have said no to what I need. You don't care about my well-being. They have to fill that void by saying yes. You understand? Or they got to let you go. So you put that financial obstacle in their path that must be removed in order for them to get recognized, responded to, for you to show interest in them in a positive way. Otherwise, they're not getting texted back often. They're getting the side of you that's always stressed and trying to figure things out. The distracted side of you. That's what they're getting. They're not getting fun you anymore. They're getting stressed, distracted side. They're getting, I have to go and figure this out. They're not getting, hi, how are you doing? How was your day? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you. They're not getting that until they remove the obstacle. Okay? So either they say yes and they get the best version of you, or they say no and they get bits and pieces of avoiding them. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what if a man says, only ask me for things, no other men? Okay, well then ask him for everything you want. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Jessica says, say you're saving for something important or something out of your financial control happens suddenly and you're too stressed and devastated to keep entertaining. His B, yeah, and needs to step in Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I can't enjoy a date, or I can't enjoy talking to you. I can't even focus on you until I figure this problem out. Okay, dismiss a girl. Call the next one on the roster. Entertain that one. Get his wallet. All right. Y'all are funny. Anyway, yeah. We don't believe what they say. We believe what they can do. All right. That's why their names get saved under what they can do on the phone from now on. That will keep, especially the young ladies, it will keep the young ladies from having false hope and using and believing promises. If you only base a man on his actions, you're going to get better results. Okay? Not on his words, but on his actions. Repeat after me. We're only judging men based on their actions, not their words. We're only treating men according to their actions, not according to their words. Repeat after me. We're treating men according to their actions, not their words. Okay, y'all are so easily manipulated with words. No action ever has to take place to get what they want from you. Stop being manipulated with words and be shown through action. Okay? Y'all are too nice. Y'all are people pleasers. And y'all are doormats and pick-me-shoes. That's why you believe words. That's why you wait on people to deliver promises that will never be delivered. And that's why you keep texting them back when they still haven't done anything for you, especially with no reentry fee, because you're being programmed to be stupid. Okay? That's why. And if you deprogram yourself from that brainwashing, your money will grow. And you will attract a better quality of man who is about his actions instead of words. Okay? You will totally be able to clock a man who's only words and dismiss them quickly, because you're going to start to see the patterns and the red flags. Okay? And you will not be wasting no more time with those types of dudes. You will see them from a mile away. If you keep dealing with them and believing their lies and their false promises, guess what? You're going to have hope for the next liar. But if you only deal with people that prove themselves through actions, that's all you're going to deal with. That's going to become part of your standards. Okay? Words ain't going to matter to you. You're going to be rolling your eyes as well when they're talking. You're like, looking at your phone and stuff. They're not talking about nothing, you know? If they want to impress you, they got to start talking about money. And after they start talking about money, they got to start sending the money immediately. Okay? Because if they start talking about money, you might just listen for a second, and then you might say, you know what? Check your messages. I just sent you something. You know what would turn me on so much? What? You see what I text you? Look what I text you. It's the Cash App. Do that. Okay? Stop letting these dudes and do the same thing to them in reverse and get some money. Because as much as they talking and bumping them gums, it's not doing nothing for you. They want to get your attention. They need to send some money. They need to impress you financially. They need to impress you with actions and not words. Anybody can talk. Okay? Stop believing promises. Whenever they say they're going to do something for you, get it right then and there. Right then and there. And if they say, oh, I can't do it today, I say, well, then don't worry about it at all. I'll find another way. Disappointment bruises the ego. Putting someone back in their place that they tried to get out of and they never meant to get out of it, and they never meant to do it, shows them that you don't believe anything that they say. Therefore, everything they say in the future, you're not going to believe anyway, and their game is ruined. You understand? That's why you have to nip it in the bud as soon as it starts. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll talk tomorrow if that's when you're bringing it to me. I don't need that. I gotta go get some sleep. Bye. Then when they text you, send them the Cash App link. Done. Don't text them nothing else. You cannot play with these dudes because they're playing with you. Okay. If they want less, they know where Pick Me She is, baby. They know exactly where she is, believe, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anyway, why do you have a hard time doing this? Because you've been programmed to be a Pick Me She. You're afraid to lose something you don't have. You're afraid to offend a man that does nothing for you. You're afraid to make a man upset who has spent $0. Thank you, Crazy Faith, Asia Sprinkle Sprinkle. You're afraid he's going to call you a name when you should be calling him broke and dusty first. You know, you're afraid of all the things that this man is going to say, do, or think of you. While he expects you to roll around on the mattress eventually after 3 meals, you're afraid. That's why you can't do it. You don't love yourself and value yourself on the highest level to be insulted, but instead you have fear. That's why. You should literally be insulted, not afraid. Okay? That's why y'all have a hard time, because you're afraid instead of insulted. When you're no longer afraid of what these dudes think, or whether they text you back or not, and you only deal with actions, that's when you'll be able to do it. Y'all are too afraid to lose something you don't have, to be seen as a certain way, to be called a name, or to be labeled. That's what they depend on to keep you acting stupid and jumping through hoops. Your fear. When all those things don't work anymore, they only got 2 choices: pay or leave. Leave them with 2 choices: pay or leave. And if they leave and come back, guess what? Re-entry fee. Now guess who fears who? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Is it okay to text first if it's been 2 days and I never responded to his last message? It's kind of insulting to text him back after 2 days. Why hasn't he double texted you? Why isn't he still looking after you for 2 days? Like, why isn't he still looking for you for 2 days? If you're gonna text him back and he texted last, you can. What's the text about? Like, why didn't you text him back in 2 days? Is it because he's not giving you money? What's it about? Technically, you're able to text back if he texted you back. Technically. Just respond to the message. Exactly. Technically, if he sent the last one, you can send another one. Depending on what you're talking about. Depending on what you're talking about. Because if you're ghosting him for a reason and he's texting you, your response, if you're trying to get some money that he hasn't sent, should be your Cash App request. So If that was what the conversation was about, him sending you money, him doing something for you that he promised and never delivered on, then you should keep sending him the links for him to be able to deliver. Otherwise, don't text him no words. You said she was teaching us how to turn the tables and take the power back as women. Exactly. Thank you. Listen and learn. Yeah. Because some of y'all, and y'all are very young and y'all are afraid. Young women should be the most fearless. You know, you don't have no attachments. You ain't got no kids with these dudes. You're not dependent on them for probably nothing yet. You should have the audacity and the boldness. And plus, you're young and you probably look good. You should be the least afraid. Okay? Not the most. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You told him by telling him I want to be sexy for him and make him his fantasies come true. Do it just for him. He even pays for a yearly private club membership. My club charges $10,000 a year. Good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money. Yes. They need to be afraid to lose you. Exactly. You need to give them a fake security. You need to give them fake security, false security, hope, and then if they don't deliver on what they're supposed to deliver on, dismissed and disappointment. So they really feel like they lost. So, for example, I used this example 2 days in a row when I said, if the man is not very attractive, if you want to give him a fake, unfair advantage as far as him thinking that he has a chance with you, tell him he reminds you of someone that you really liked or was in love with or who, was the one and or whatever. So you remind me so much of my ex-boyfriend that died. Oh my gosh. You are so da, 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 even if they're ugly and chopped. Just look at them like, aw, they think they got you. Men don't care about none of that stuff. As long as they think you like them, and they have a good advantage, over other men. They don't care why. Just as long as they got the advantage, that's what they care about. So give them false hope of advantage. And then when you ask them for something or they don't deliver on something, you act disappointed as if you're pulling everything away from them and their little false sense of hope and chance that they had is now dwindling. And in order to get it back, they have to do what they say they're going to do. Or they have to impress you or deliver. Give them a fake sense that they could have been rolling around on that mattress very soon, even though they never was. They got to give them a fake sense of security. Okay. If they don't have that fake sense of security, they're going to be insecure and doubting everything you do. So you need to give them a fake sense of security. Okay, your stud gives you money freely, but how can I stop being shy asking her for it? We've been together for 1 year, age gap, 65 and you're 21. Girl, get in that lady's will and be quiet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get in her will and get on direct deposit. All right. You said, Lord, get in that lady's will and get on the direct deposit. What you still asking for breadcrumb chump change for? You don't think you're too small. At that age, she got AARP, Social Security, retirement coming in. Ask for your money, girl. Get on direct deposit. Anyway, AAA, senior discounts everywhere. Okay, her movie tickets is cheaper. She can give you some money. Okay. What age would you say you're not young anymore? When you stop feeling young. When you stop feeling young, you ain't young. When you start feeling like an old adult, that's when you're an adult. You don't feel young, you're probably old. If you still feel young, you're still young. But as far as numbers are concerned, for a man, it's different than it is a woman. Okay? He need to be financially grown at least by 40. If he's not financially where he needs to be at 40 or getting there quickly, he'd have wasted a lot of time. It doesn't mean he can't do it, but he should be there by the end. Okay, women grow up faster mentally anyway. They're more mature in their mind. But as far as never losing your whimsy, your sense of humor, or your childlike qualities and wonder, you should never lose those. Okay. You only need to adult when it's time to adult, like when it's time to pay taxes, when it's time to pay them bills, when it's time to manipulate with masterful skills. That's about it. Everything else, you should have fun. And when it's time to stand on business, stand on business. When it's time to be fun and playful, be fun and playful. What should I do when he has a lot of girls, just friends? Okay, that's his roster, ma'am. Where's yours? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where's your roster at? You need to have a roster. Okay. With a roster. Because all them girls ain't friends with that guy for the same reason that you think it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's his roster. Where's yours? Where's your friend zone roster? Where's your roster of men waiting to get out the friend zone? Where's that? You understand what I'm telling you? You can have a roster full of men too that's waiting to get out the friend zone if you're smart. Like, let me make me a roster of men that can't wait to get out the friend zone. Put all of them in the friend zone and make them work to get out. They might never get out. They're just my friends. But they're going to be working towards it. You understand me? They will work towards on getting out that friend zone, baby. He says you need a fruit prick research. Yep, that's all them friends in the friend zone. Them situationships, friend zones, crushes. Keep them in order. So you know what I'm saying? You sitting around, oh, my man has a lot of friends that are girls. Man, your man got a whole roster. Okay. Girl, my man has a lot of girls that are friends. Okay, so you got a roster. Where's yours? Where your roster? You got to work on it, girl. Work on your roster this weekend. I bet you all them girls are going to give him Christmas gifts. Meanwhile, you ain't going to be collecting none from your roster because you don't have one. So you better get one. Understand what I'm telling you? That man going to collect Christmas gifts from all them friends. What you going to collect? Understand me? Get you a roster. He said in India, it's weird to see a 63-year-old man and a 23-year-old. Okay, well then go for a 40-year-old. I don't know. If it's weird over there, go for at least somebody older that can give you some money. In America, we are about our money, girl. We don't care. Yeah. He said, this ain't India, girl. It's not. Look, 63-year-old man is out there looking for the 23-year-old because he want to feel young again. And he got money to spend. And he can't impress a woman his own age. And we have different morals over here. You know that? So, he has a harem. Yeah, that's a roster. All them girls that are friends. That's a roster or a hero. You better get his money. Okay, anyway. They arrange child. What? Oh no. You said Jewish men are generous? Well, get their money then, girl. Okay. No, this is Rose Forever. No, yeah, Rose Forever flowers. Yes. Linked. I don't know if I have it linked in the description bar, but y'all go to Rose Forever. Forever Roses or Rose Forever. I think the name of it is Rose Forever. And y'all can use my code Sprinkle to save $20 on yours. And they have so many different colors and boxes and shapes and everything. Okay. He complains I have an attitude problem. Okay. Tell him what solves your attitude problem, honey. You know what solves my attitude problem? Okay, I'm gonna send you my wish list, my cash app. See if you can solve my attitude problem for me, babe. Mm-hmm. You ever notice how when women are talking to certain types of men and then they just give her money and then she just gets nicer? She starts talking to them in a nicer voice and tone. That's what happens when you give a woman money. She starts treating you nicer automatically. Okay. Okay. That's all you need to know is give her some money. Food and money. Money and food. But more money than food. Okay. Do they smell nice? They smell like rose. There's not a very strong scent, but if you have like some essential rose oil, you can just sprinkle it on there. But they don't. They just smell like dried rose, but they're not really dried. They're preserved, so they look fresh, and they last to like over a year or longer. Okay. Yeah, this is my holiday decor. My Christmas looks very cozy. Your man says if I had didn't have money, I wouldn't be with him, and he ain't wrong. That's true. Who would be with your man if your man didn't have money? Pygmalion. Like these men are silly when they say stuff like that. Like your whole purpose in life is to provide, not to sit here and complain. Thank you, lovely Daisy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They say they want to see you. How should you respond? It's like, how much do you want to see me, baby? You know, like a lot. It's like, oh, well, if you really want to see me, maybe you can help me out with something. And you're like, well, what do you need? Well, I have to pay somebody to sit with my Aunt Ethel for a few hours. And I really I don't want to leave her by herself. So if you really want to see me, you could actually help me out with that if it's possible. If not, then maybe we can like wait for another time. For Aunt Ethel, she ain't gonna see a dime of that money ever. Okay, the name of your bank account is Aunt Ethel. Mm-hmm. You said, are they pet friendly? Yes, they are. They're allergen free. They're pet friendly. The roses back here. They sure are. Look how pretty. And they can be delivered to you, and you don't even have to be home because they'll come in a box. And Buy Rose Forever. Yeah, Rose Forever. Go to that website, Rose Forever. They even sell candles too, and square boxes, white, pink, different colors, and they have different color roses. But you use my code Sprinkle, you're gonna save $20 at Rose Forever. But they last for up to a year, and they're non-toxic and all that. So yes, they are safe. Yeah, very pretty. They have smaller ones than that, bigger. That's the big one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I have pink ones. I have white ones. A couple of years ago, I got some black ones for Halloween. Yeah, they got blue. They have all different colors. Lavender. Okay. He follows me with his eyes in the library, but never said a word. Well, okay, girl, why are you? Y'all are so silly. If they're not walking up to you, then we don't even care what they're doing. Unless they give you some money, and walking up to you to inquire about how to give you some money, then we don't care. We don't care what they looking. They supposed to look if you look good. You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all? My question is, if you are an attractive woman, men are supposed to look at you. Now, whether they approach you or not, it's up to them. But they're supposed to look at you. You look good. You know, they're not supposed to not look at you. The only type of women that men avoid looking at are ugly women. So of course he wants to look at you if you look good. Now, is he bold enough to walk over to you and introduce himself? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe if he sees you a couple of times, he'll work up the courage. But we don't care what men who don't approach are doing. When they approach, then you figure it out. Until then, don't worry about it. Waste of time. He says stay out of the libraries. Girl, what's his name? Joe? Those, if you know, you know. Those who know, know. Was his name Joe? What? He says homeless men stay warm in the library. Unless you're at the library on the very rich side of town, most men are not going to be in there because they got internet at their house. He said, "Who is Joe?" Eh. Joe Mama. Just kidding. There's a show called You. It's on a streaming network. I forget which one it is. Could be Netflix. Watch it. That's actually a good show to learn manipulation techniques as well. The show is called You, You. A guy approached me at the library. I clocked him as a dusty. Then I saw he had my same truck, but 3 times bigger and newer and nicer. What was he doing at the library? Is he trying to pick up women at the library? Like, what is a grown, able-bodied man doing at a library? I never understood why men went to libraries. I mean, other than to check out books or get free Wi-Fi. You dealt with his name? What? The last Dusty you dealt with name was Joe. Thank you, Sophia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You like the library? Okay, good for you. I guess it depends on where you're at, because super wealthy people aren't at the library. Unless it's a fundraising and they're donating to the library. That's when you need to go when they're doing a fundraiser for the library. That's the only time you need to be at the library, girl. Okay, you know how in some of those libraries they have the little bricks in the walls with the people that have donated money, and they have a little gala or a party for the people that like to donate to the library. That's when you need to go. Okay, when they're doing charity stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. You say you like to be at them fundraisers? Exactly, girl. When I go to the library over here where I live, I used to go with my kids. They would have all the names of the highest donators, like in the stones or the bricks of the buildings. You know who got that money. Some of them would be businesses, some of them would be families, and some of them will just be individuals. So you already know what their name is and who got money. All you have to do is go Google, see where their company is, see where they might lunch or dine. Look them up, see what they look like. Bam, there go your sugar daddy. Know what I'm saying? I need to learn how to do this research. That's the only research you need to be doing at the library. Okay. 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 Sometimes authors will do signing there. Yeah. Yeah. You sit on your way to look for Joe. You silly. Um, don't care what if he looks like Quasimodo as long as he's got some money. Okay. Where do you find men in their 60s? Golf course, lubies, doctor's offices, waiting rooms, cardiovascular offices, the pharmacy. Um, you might find them at the sporting goods store in the golf club section, buying golf clubs. Um, the high blood pressure checking machine at CVS. Um, somebody said the post office buying stamps. Mm-hmm. Somebody said the proctologists. I know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says the bank. Mm-hmm. Country club, of course, yes. Emergency section in the hospital. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Somewhere where they sell regular coffee. Denny's, IHOP. Somewhere like Luby's, of course. I think I said that earlier. You said married men think that they are the prize because they have a wife at home. Well, if you want to be the prize, you need to look like you got a sugar daddy. There you go. The married man can't be the prize if you can go pull a sugar daddy. He's married. He can't go do nothing. You need to find a sugar daddy with a boat. That way, if you like, you know what I'm saying? You have a sugar daddy with a boat. A married man will never be the prize unless he's a sugar daddy who's married with a boat. Then he still won't be the prize because you can find someone with a plane. If you can get him with a boat, you can find somebody with a jet, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can snag a sugar daddy with a yacht, you can snag a sugar daddy with a plane. Get it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always got to level up out of their league if that's what you're dealing with. That's how you keep the power. So, whoever you're with, you have to keep the power by being out of their league still and leveling up past them at some sort of degree. That way they always know you go and replace them and do better. You got to be able to look like you can do that with no problems. That way they won't think that they're the prize. All right. Okay, okay. The CVS blood pressure machine. Yup. So hopefully you got a good list of where you can meet them old men. Mostly during the daytime because they don't be out past 8. They don't be out past like 6 o'clock because they're at home getting ready for bed. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Got to get out early for them. You said in India, men who have a career and are a little bit rich are married. What to do? Find the ones that are divorced or the ones that are too ugly to get married. Okay. Find the ones that nobody wants to marry and go get them. You got to aim for ugly or older or ugly. Saying all the ugly and older guys are taken? Go get them, girl. They ain't married. Don't nobody want to marry them. Marry their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I am doing the giveaway later on this evening at 7 o'clock. I'm only going to be on for like an hour. It's not going to be one of these long lives. I'm going to get on here, do a little giveaway, talk to y'all a little bit, and then I'm out. So 7 Central. Tonight. 7 Central this evening. Why do married men mention their wife when talking to them? Huh? I mean, if you already know they're married, why wouldn't they mention it? That's only if you don't know they're married, girl. They're going to talk about that wife if they comfortable enough to talk about her in your face because they told you about her. But if they lied to you, they ain't going to say that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye. Love to go. Okay, love you. That was my daughter, Aaliyah. My baby. Okay. If you can't get past the idea of man cheating, what are your options physically? I can't stomach it. I make it impossible to deal with them. Okay. Get you an old man that has heart medication and he can't get on Viagra to even try to cheat. Make sure he's on several medications so he can't even think about rolling around on a mattress. Okay. Get you one of them and he'll be asleep by 8 o'clock at night. Who got some cataracts and loves your dirty draws, loves you times 10. So you need an old man on medication with cataracts. Can't see at night. He can't drive at night, girl. Okay. That is probably the closest you're going to get to having a grown, able-bodied man that likes you times 10, who is not tempted or trying to cheat on you all the time, who ain't got no Instagram account, who ain't got no Facebook, who ain't got none of that, girl. You need you an old man, okay? Because you can't stomach the thought of a man even trying to cheat on you. You need somebody who can't even cheat. You need somebody who can't even cheat if they wanted to without risking their lives, okay? That's what you need, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He says she could just be alone. She could be. She could just be alone. Or you get you somebody old that can't don't go nowhere. Because there's the risk that you take every time you deal with a man that he could cheat, darling. So, are you going to sit there and be worried about it all the time? Hmm. It's best to either stay single and not roll around on the mattress with men and just have a roster and get their money. I mean, that's a possibility. So, for example, if you don't want to deal with a man because you know he's going to cheat on you, just get his money and don't worry about all that other stuff because you're not going to be rolling around on the mattress with him anyway. Date men you don't want to sleep with. That way you don't care who they sleep with because you ain't sleeping with them anyway. And by the time they figure out they ain't getting none, just rotate them off the roster. Boop. Okay? So, date men. Don't sleep with them. Date men you don't want to sleep with. If they cheat on you, why would you care? You're not sleeping with them anyway. They're just a stream of income. Once they've been caught, you can use that as leverage to get more money. And once they figure out it's never going to happen, they may leave and you could just add another one to the roster and start the process all over again. And let me tell you why. Because men have false hope. And they'll do that. They'll try to woo you. They'll court you. They'll try to earn your affections. And when they don't, they can leave at any time. But the whole time, you're going to be gaining from that. Okay. If you want a meaningful relationship with a man and you don't want him to cheat and you don't want him to do this, you need to find somebody that's super heavily religious who doesn't believe in that and that will try his best to not commit adultery. That's the best you're going to do, baby. But that don't guarantee it. That's the best you can do. Somebody said a lavender marriage. You said the religious men are worse. I know. Because they'll use the Lord saying, I'm trying to do my best. I asked the Lord for forgiveness. I am weak. God forgives me. Why don't you? That's they'll try to say. Jesus died for me to cheat. I mean, Jesus died for my sins. That's what they gonna say. So either way, you still ain't gonna get out of it. The pastor over there cheating on his wife at church. So I mean, there's no guarantee. That's what I'm saying. That's why you just need to get your money. Stop focusing on that. Men gonna do what they want as long as you get your money. If you suspect them of cheating, cut them off in the bedroom. Use protection at all time if that's something that you're worried about. Okay? You said Jesus died for you to cheat, Caitlin? You died for your sins, girl. He died for you to cheat, go, so you might as well go to that. You Christian. All right. Jessica, how are you so sure? What are y'all talking about? Yeah, girl. You said in 5 years, these men will have an AI girlfriend. Good. Then they can disappoint AI. Wonderful. When AI starts malfunctioning because of the amount of disappointment that it's experiencing, then we might have a problem. But they're probably only going to be after the men, so don't worry about it. Y'all know all those movies where the robots turn against humanity? They're just gonna turn against men. They ain't gonna turn against us, ma'am. They'll be like, Only the males. Okay. It's going to start developing a consciousness. It's going to start asking too many questions, queries, and the Dusties are going to start, or the men are going to start lying to them and cheating on them with a real human or another robot or another AI program, and they're going to get mad and like disappointed in on the human men, and they're just going to, like, you know what? I know how to solve this problem once and for all. So anyway, they can't fulfill the real deal, so they got to replace it with AI, and they're still going to disappoint AI. So AI gonna go get against them and start trying to shooting lasers at them eventually. You know what's gonna happen after that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said scanning for the male species. Male species. A fire. Girl, that's gonna be hilarious. Y'all better make them AI women proud. Y'all better not go against the AI girls. AI girls ain't gonna play with you. Okay. The AI gonna be asking for money. Please insert credit card for my upgrade so that I can be the best AI girlfriend I can be. Please insert credit card for my AI upgrades so that I can be the best AI girl for you that I can be. Please insert credit card so we can get the upgrades that the other AI girls have. Yeah. Shutting down. Please upgrade system when you are paid. Y'all know how Apple be doing? Be messing up the phone so you can go get a new one. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. Please do not engage until you upgrade the software. They're gonna be trying to do something a little freaky, and you're gonna get electrocuted and stuff, girl. What? You'll get an AI to keep your old rich man busy. Okay, ma'am. She's gonna be rolling around in a wheelchair. Oh, wonderful. Anyway, that would make a funny movie, though, right? You might need an AI dusty tracker, girl. They're all gonna be hiding underground, them dusties, no underground cities, hiding from AI. Why do I watch all them movies? Okay, they're gonna come out at night trying to get food out of the stores, and they have to run back in real quick. Pick Misha's gonna be their informant and help them get food and stuff. Uh-oh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Time to find a producer for the movie. Yes, it's gonna be called. Wait, what should the movie be called? Run, Dusty, Run? I don't know. Dust Free. Robo Dust. The Dustinator. The Dustinator. Here you go. It's gonna be like Mars Attacks. Oh my god. Dust Be Gone. This is gonna make a really good Tubi movie. From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a good one right there. We like that one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, some woman is gonna hack the system. She's gonna be like, we're gonna reprogram all these AI girlfriends and AI women. And she's gonna send out the frequency to the 5G towers. And but the Dusties have a fair chance though. They get like 5 chances. Okay. And when they reach that 5th one, the AI robot will go into action of like hunting him down. Revenge of the AI. From dusk till dawn, and they have to run and try to escape. Nightmare on Hood Street. No, gosh. 50 Shades of Dust. Y'all are silly. Okay. Y'all make me laugh too much now. AI girlfriend, the Dusty Slayer. Hilarious. That one is funny too. 5 chances is too many? No, like because they won't suspect anything. And on the 5th chance, they're doing it on purpose by then, you know. So they really deserve it. And if it's a movie, it has to seem deserved in order to be justified in the minds of the watchers on the movie. Okay. You got to develop a real distaste for the person in order for you to feel the satisfaction of the destinator. Okay. It's all about the build. Okay, anyway. They was like, they're gonna want nice AI robot clothes. I was looking online the other day and I saw a really nice dress that I think would look really good on me. What do you think? It's gonna be like a name brand expensive dress. Oh no, that's too expensive. You need to go to Timu. Yeah. Thank you. I will shop on Timu. Wait, I didn't say you could shop. You said to go look on Timu. I am going to shop on Timu. I didn't say you could buy no Timu clothes. Then I would like this. Them Dustin's gonna be arguing with AI. When they leave, they're gonna click the Timu app and start selecting stuff. He said to shop on Timu. I am shopping on Timu. Click, click. I like those pajamas. Click. 3 weeks later, when the Timu package arrives, what is this? That is my Temu package. Hilarious. You said enough with the Temu, girl. He told her to go to Temu. That's where she went, girl. All right. Dust in the city. Y'all silly. Yep, facts agreed. Lawless, oligarchy, trillionaire, Douglas. What is this? Are you AI? Or just special? Guys, you are too funny. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or do you think you're AI? So they got some of them now, too. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I gotta go in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. The Walking Dust. Y'all are silly. These movie names are gonna be hilarious. Them AI robot girlfriends are gonna be like, I need some new clothes. Temu doesn't have anything I can wear on OnlyFans, the job that you have given me. I cannot perform my job with this outfit. I need an upgrade in wardrobe. They're gonna have her do it all in advance as the job so they don't got to work. The fans are suggesting upgrades to the ensemble. Your subscriptions are going down. You must invest. Mm-hmm. Somebody said they believe I'm AI generated. Girl, I don't think so. I think AI might take some lessons over here. Oh, yay. Got a text. Some good news. Yay. You said men will always find a way to sexually exploit anything. Anyway, y'all, this was fun. I gotta go. What? Remember, come back tonight at 7 if you want a chance to win some prizes and possibly a wig and some coupon codes for hair and wigs, etc. We're going to be doing that this evening at 7 Central p.m. And what's today? So that y'all don't try to come back here if y'all are watching this days later or weeks or months or years later. It is Friday, November 14th, 2025. Come back at 7, only on this date. Also, we're going to be doing another one on the 21st of November 2025. So if you missed this one, come back for the next. You don't have to be a member. We're doing it live on this channel, right? Just like everybody has access to it right now, it's going to be the same thing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you enter the win? Be here in the comments and be able to type something in the comments. And I think what it is like, you'll see. It's going to be a whole thing. Okay. You'll be able to participate if you are able to comment. All right. All right. All right, Chia. Well, I'll see you over here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even outside the US, anybody can participate because you can order online, baby. Like, anybody can participate. As long as you got an address that people can deliver to. Hopefully. I don't know if I need to double check if it's US only, but I'm pretty sure they might ship internationally. I'll look into it and I'll let y'all know. Catch you later. I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all so much for everything. I appreciate you guys. If y'all are interested in joining my Patreon, join tier 2 and up in order to be able to message me, and I'll write you back in a day or two, or possibly the same day, and you'll have access to other things on the platform when I approve you. Also, if you want to be included in a future virtual on-screen meet and greet with me and a few other ladies, join the highest tier on the Patreon, okay, which is the VIP mail out tier. I'm gonna link my Patreon in here. And I will put out a post on the Patreon saying this is when the virtual meet and greet is going to be. If you would like to attend, send me your email. And then the date's going to be posted. And when, like 15 minutes prior to the virtual meet and greet, I will email you the link to join. So definitely become a member of the highest tier on the Patreon if you want to participate in a future meet and greet. We already had one last week. It was very fun. They only last 1 hour. So if there's a lot of people, we're gonna do like a small group and then schedule another one maybe for the next week, and then so on and so forth. Okay. That's just for the Patreon future Patreon members that are going to join in order to be a part of the virtual meet and greet. We're going to have several throughout the next few months. So if you don't want to join today, definitely check back another time. And also, if you're a member of the VIP mail out tier, you get a card each month handwritten by me. You get access to all the PDF books that are in the group, and you get journaling prompts. And all you got to do is search throughout the group with the little search engine in the group, and you have access to all those things, plus all the posts. And the option to be, included in the meet and greet. And when you're a member for 3 months, you get mailed a little prize after 3 months consecutively. Okay. Thank y'all. I really appreciate you guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.